Hey VC, how's it going? Right, okay, very quick video just to show what I've been buying over the last month. I think it's probably about a month since my last video. So a mixture of new releases and record fair and record shop finds. So first up, hopefully this is what you can hear in the background. This is Ernie Hawkes and the Soul Investigators. The album's called Scorpio Man. I didn't know anything about this guy at all, but the Soul Investigators are the backing band for Nicole Willis. So if you're a fan of modern soul music, you may well know that. But yeah, this is a real sort of, it's got a real blaxploitation soundtrack vibe to it. It's wholly instrumental. Another great image on the back there. Look at that on the cover. There you go. So yeah, if blaxploitation soundtracks are your thing, yeah, check that out. Right, another new album. This is Tracy Thorne's latest release record. This came out a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, many of you will know that she was in Everything But the Girl. She sang on those great, some of those great Massive Attack records, Protection, such like, you know. So yeah, I absolutely love her voice. I could listen to her sing the phone book. You know, she's got that lovely, warm, understated vocal style. Yeah, beautiful. This album is excellent. 9 tracks, everyone worth hearing. The highlight is the first track on side 2 called Sister, which has got backing vocals from Corinne Bailey Ray. It's interesting actually, it's an 8-minute tune. The main body of the song takes up the first 4 minutes, and it's got a 4-minute instrumental play out. It feels like an old school sort of 80s extended version you get on a 12-inch single. Brilliant, love it. It's just classy pop music. Yeah, not dance music, it's pop music that you can dance to. Definitely a difference, but yeah, very cool. Right. Okay, one of the best reggae releases of the 21st century has got to be McLean's On Bond Street album, which was basically original Studio One rhythms with a new vocal melody put over the top. Works so well. If you don't know it, check it out. This came out at the end of last year. I bought this on from eBay because I missed it when it came out. This is the dub version of that album. So it's been put on out on the Peckings label, you can see there. So from what I understand, Peckings, it's a record shop down in London. I think is it Lewisham or Peckham? I'm not too sure. Yeah, they shook up a deal with Cox and Dodd Studio One to put out official versions of his stuff over here, of the stuff on the Studio One label over here in the UK. Yeah, and that sort of explains how this came about. But any stuff on this label is interesting, but particularly like this. And as I say, check out the Bitter McLean original album if you can, but dub versions of that, very cool. Right, I've showed a couple of UK jazz releases in my last video. This is another. This is Nubia Garcia with her latest release, which is called When We Are. This is a 12-inch, it's just 2 tracks with 2 versions of each track basically. Yeah, lovely stuff. Now this stuff is coming out on very limited releases, so all this sort of UK jazz movement, what's happening via their websites or Bandcamp, they're releasing sort of 200-300 copies of each release, which are just disappearing within sort of 4 or 5 hours, so you've got to be on it. Same thing happened with this. You are seeing subsequent presses, you know, second and third presses, but that's it then. So once they've gone pretty much. This is nice stuff. Spiritual jazz, if that's your thing then cool. Right, this was a record fair pickup from a couple of weeks ago, record fair in Birmingham. This is Serge Gainsbourg with Love on the Beat. Now this is a bit of a VC favourite, I've seen it shown a number of times over the years. 1984, so it's one of his late albums. Yeah, it's very much of its time. The production is very sort of mid-80s, but it doesn't suffer from that. It's a nice record. It's got that sort of infamous, I think that's the best way to describe it, that infamous duet with his daughter Charlotte Gainsbourg, who was 10 years old at the time, I believe, at the time of recording it. The song's called Lemon Incest. Enough said really. But apart from that, yeah, the whole album's great. It's I've been playing this back to back with Prince's Parade album. I think it's got that sort of feel. That came out in '86, so a couple of years after this. But yeah, nice record. Okay, this is what I bought a couple of months ago actually from Mate's Record Shop. This is the Meters with New Direction. This is a later Meters album. I think this is '77. Yeah, '77 on Warner Brothers. yeah, nice record. Not their best, but a nice record. Interesting when I picked this up, it was sealed. Got it at a nice price as well, but yeah, just a standard Warner's label there, but very cool. This was from the record fair last week. This is Soundtrack by Lalo Schifrin for a film called The Liquidator. Never seen the film. I did have a quick look on YouTube actually at the trailer for the film, and it just looked like a typical mid-60s sort of spy comedy type thing, you know. Yeah, and that says it all. I mean, look at the cover, great cover. This sort of stuff was really quite popular in the late 90s, that sort of mid-60s groovy soundtrack type thing. It's not as popular now, so these records are a bit cheaper. Yeah, it's on the MGM label. Yeah, I really like the Lalo Schifrin stuff, so yeah, I say very much of its time, but very cool. Oh, actually, Shirley Bassey does the title song. I'm not necessarily a big Shirley Bassey fan, but it works quite well. If you haven't heard her version of Light My Fire, the Doors tune, I think it's better than the original personally, so yeah, check it out, but very cool. Right, this was something I picked up from an antique shop, £2. It's a compilation, a Teddy Pendergrass, Ready for Teddy. Yeah, I don't own a lot of compilation records or best ofs or greatest hits records on vinyl. I've got a lot on CD because they're good for the car, but not on vinyl. But yeah, this is a nice record. I had a lot of stuff anyway from some of the albums, but it's got stuff in there like Love TKO, The Whole World's Laughing at Me. I like his voice. I like his stuff that he did with Hal Melvin and the Blue Note. So yeah, nice little pickup. This was from the record fair last week. This is Sparks' 1979 album on Virgin, #1 song in Heaven. An album that I've been after for quite a while because it's, I mean, it's not hard to find and it's not an expensive album. I think I paid £5 for this. Produced by Giorgio Moroder. A couple of big singles on this, certainly in the UK anyway. #1 song in Heaven, the title track, and Beat the Clock. But yeah, very much of its time. It's Sparks doing disco basically, but you know that's my thing. So cool. Okay, this was from a charity shop last week. What's the 411 by Mary J Blige. Now this is an album that at the time when it came out, I think it was 92 it came out. Yeah, 92 on MCA Records. This is something that I wouldn't have been interested in at the time, but as the years have gone by, I mean, certainly she's got a great voice. A couple of nice singles on here. Real Love was a big tune, You Remind Me, and she does a lovely version of Rufus and Chaka Khan's Sweet Thing, which is one of my favourite songs actually. So, but yeah, pleased to pick that up. Nice copy as well, good nick. Right, a bit of reggae to show very quickly. This is from the record fair as well. Burning Spear, Marcus Garvey, an absolutely stunning roots reggae album, one of the best roots reggae albums. This came out I think in 1976, I believe, if my memory serves me right. This is the original UK copy on Island Records. Absolutely mint condition, just lovely. And I've said before, you know, anything that I can, I mean, I've had this album for a long time on CD, never had it on vinyl. But if I find reggae in good condition, certainly of this standard, I always pick it up because, you know, it'll always hold its value. But yeah, great, I'm really pleased to find that. It's probably the best find that I've had this year already. A couple more reggae pickups. Prince Hammer Bible, I bought this a couple of months ago. This is on the Virgin Frontline label. I shouldn't get a label out. Yeah, Virgin Football label, which actually, if you find anything on the label, I think it's pretty much high standard from start to finish, the few years that it was going, which is saying something for what is a major label, I suppose. But artists released on that label, such as the Mighty Diamonds, the Gladiators, Prince Farai. Yeah, this is a reggae DJ album, so you know it's the vocal style is DJ toasting basically. He's got quite a militant style about him as well. It's quite aggressive, but yeah, it's a very cool record. Once again, Sly and Robbie appear, so you know what you get in that sort of late 70s. I think this is 78 or 79. Yeah, reggae DJ stuff. Very cool. I think this may actually have been a collection of tunes that have been put out on 45 in Jamaica and then compiled together for his first release in the UK. But yeah, very nice find. And finally, another reggae find. This is Jimmy Lindsey, Where Is Your Love? As you can see on the Gem label. Now I showed a 45 of his probably a few months ago now, which was his cover of Ain't No Sunshine, the Bill Withers tune. That features on this record. I love that version. It starts off in a sort of traditional soul feel, and then it rolls at the end of the first verse. It rolls into that reggae vibe, you know, that reggae rhythm, and it works so well. So yeah, the album's good. It's quite poppy. A couple of nice, more rootsy tracks on here. From what I understand, his follow-up album is far more rootsy. But yeah, I was really picking this up. This is only a fiver, but yeah, cool. Anyway, cheers.